Hi there, welcome again. Thanks for tuning in. We're coming to you live from Paris Blockchain Week, and we're talking with the greatest founders and the most impressive key opinion leaders in this space. And today I have a very impressive founder in front of me. Your name is?
Hi, my name is Shady. I'm the CEO of Holonym, and we're building human tech.
CEO of Holonym and building human tech. That sounds really sci-fi. What is human tech exactly?
Yeah, human tech is built from actually sci-fi principles that technology is accelerating faster than we can ever imagine.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we're not thinking a lot about is how do we mitigate the risk of accelerating technology. So we built human tech to allow digital rights to be embedded into technology by default. What does that really mean? It means having keys, wallets, and identity so that you can have privacy by default, ownership enforced by cryptography, and the ability to coordinate without censorship.
Okay, that sounds really like future music. So how do you guys differentiate yourself from other DIDs out there?
Yeah, good question. So one key thing is we're the biggest Web3 identity project out there. We have over 2 million users, over 35.4 million credentials that have been created. And we've helped facilitate over $380 million of capital flow that's gone through us or been facilitated by us. So what does that mean? It means that one of the most amazing use cases of crypto is getting value from point A to point B. It completely rewrites the script of what's possible. It started with Bitcoin, and we're seeing this carry on with stablecoins. But you need identity for capital flow. Yeah. Crypto can't reach its ultimate manifestation without identity proofs. So we do zero-knowledge identity proofs, and we allow users to do biometric proof of personhood and create what's called human keys. This differentiates us from many other projects like WorldCoin or Humanity Protocol that require hardware to do these things.
You said it yourself, so what's the difference then? Because do you guys have a product or is it just all software?
Yeah, it's mostly all software. We do allow other hardware providers to plug in, and some secret alpha juice there. We are looking at some potential hardware integrations in the not so distant future, but that's really the power of human.tech.
Yeah.
Through Human Passport, we can do modular proof of personhood. Unlike these monolithic approaches where you have one company, one hardware device, one orb, one set of software to provide personhood for everybody in the world. That seems a little bit backwards. The right way should be modular. It should facilitate many diverse plural forms of providing personhood for people from all sorts of cultures, and it should be resilient to any sort of censorship or risk associated with one company.
Yeah.
So that's why we do this primarily with software, and primarily for scaling out to all of the billions of users in the world.
But how do you safeguard privacy when you're scaling up?
Great question. Underneath human.tech is something called Human Network.
Okay.
Human Network is basically our zero-knowledge identity protocol, but decentralized through the power of Ethereum proof of stake.
Okay.
We leverage EigenLayer to incentivize people who run Ethereum nodes, operators, to actually run Human Network nodes.
Sounds reasonable. I mean, it sounds logic.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say is the biggest hurdle for you guys for the coming 6 months?
Yeah, so what we're really excited about is actually our biggest challenge today. We've experienced incredible success in Web3. We've brought personhood to people from all over the world. We've helped projects launch their airdrops and decentralize with rigor, knowing that there aren't really people gaming their token. Now we're ready to go to the real world. So what do airdrops actually, what good are airdrops really? They're actually a perfect illustration of the use case of crypto.
Okay.
And airdrops actually exist outside of crypto. It's called direct aid. So we're really excited to take everything we've learned about airdrops and working in a really adversarial environment where there's bots and phishers and Sybil attack farms, and upgrading the existing direct aid infrastructure so refugees, people that are receiving direct aid, can receive it without all of the inconsistencies and inefficiencies that basically take their bottom line out. So, most direct aid, I think, a lot of fees are taken in the process of getting the money to the people who need it the most.
Yeah.
So through crypto rails, we can do direct payment, and then we can do proof of personhood to show demonstrative proof of impact that this person this individual living, breathing human being actually received this aid that was earmarked for some specific impact.
Okay, interesting, because in Abu Dhabi I spoke to a woman about, I forgot the name of the foundation, but they help children and people in need in emerging countries, also with aid and monetary aid as well. So I can imagine this also being very helpful for them. And I was wondering, when I'm looking at exchanges and KYC, will that also be make that process more efficient, or am I just talking nonsense right now?
Yeah, it definitely would. I think there's a huge challenge with exchanges, because exchanges have different jurisdictions that they need to remain in compliance with.
True.
And for them, they're kind of playing this game of Jenga where, you know what I mean? It's this game.
Good parallel.
And you don't want to take out, you want to make it as lean as possible, but you don't want to take out too many blocks that, the regulators come after you and the whole castle falls down. So it can be incredibly useful for exchanges, and exchanges actually have a lot to gain by doing this, because they can monetize on behalf of the user who wants to verify and prove their reputation and identity to take it with them. But exchanges are not going to do this without some clear regulatory standards that are set in place that say, hey, this is okay and safe to do.
Okay. So you guys have actually the whole world as your market, B2B, B2C, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so just to round it up, if I would give you like 60 seconds to do an elevator pitch, how would you deliver it?
Yeah, great question. So Human.Tech is putting digital rights back into technology through the power of cryptography. This means taking things like natural rights to privacy, to personhood, to security, and making them innate, something so easy to use. Today we serve over 2 million users, and we're excited to scale this technology out with biometric key derivation, easy to use wallets, and onboarding for the global south. Watch out for us. In a year from now, we expect over 1 million users to be using our product, and a clear pathway to 200 million within the next 5 years.
You heard it. Personhood. I think that's a really interesting definition, actually, because it talks about sovereignty, right? Yeah. So on that note, thank you so much for improving our personhood. If you guys are interested in knowing more about this, just check bitcoinmagazine.nl, and if you enjoyed this video, share and like it as always, and make sure you tune in for more gold nuggets and gems like these. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me, bro. It was
yes,
a good time.
Likewise.